You rigged people. That is you telling them that what can they do? What would you do, Kilemache? What can you do? Try anything, we'll show you. Because a lot of you, who are like, what do you call it? The Buhari idiots. It has now come to light that you are not actually many. If they remove rigging or manipulation and all these things going on, if they remove them from the whole book, you guys are not many. That is exactly what your elections just showed. You are not many. You are not who you think you are. So what do you think? What are you thinking right now? You are relying on your criminal leaders to use the instrumentality of the state, the weapon of the state, to crush the people that you couldn't crush with your real vote. I mean, I'm just saying, it's a Nigerian thing, But all of you watching me right now, I just want you to know that they will begin to gaslight you from tomorrow. In fact, you will begin to doubt yourselves as well. And they will drag it on and on and on and on. The only thing that can shock them, I'll tell you, is when all of you realizes that these guys understand just one thing. They understand the show of force. What is show of force? They told you to go back and register to vote if you don't like what the government is doing. Go and vote them out. You started mobilizing yourself to vote them out. Now, they didn't even have to raise any kind of limb. All they have to do is just to clear out whatever you think is coming to you, clear that out, give you another number, then allocate this one to themselves. And if you then think they've done something wrong, go to court. If you can't go to court, then they can call their soldiers to shoot you and kill you. That's how it works. But they won't just let the soldier shoot you right away. They will first start gaslighting you. They will first start quoting line of their law that doesn't exist. Are you with me? The whole show is going to be go to court. Abi? I just thought I should remind you of that. But you see, waiting obedience, no feel humble. I don't think that's in day. Let me tell you something. In Lagos, according to the record that are readily available, Kolu, the total vote of Kolu in Lagos is not up to 100,000. Yes. Meanwhile, right, balancing the figure and bringing everything closer and then throwing Lagos into the field for you, like, don't let us rig it too obviously, right? Don't make it too obvious. It was deliberate, but take a look at this. They know what happened in Lagos. As their rogues and thugs are still intimidating and threatening people, non-Yorubas in Lagos, as well as Yorubas in Lagos, they are going back to their drawing board. And here, it's an invitation, especially for the Igbos in Lagos. Igbo, Sanwo-Olu want to interact with you after what happened on Saturday. Let us have dinner together and talk about what happened. Igbo captains of industry. So, Igbos are captains of industry in Lagos. Really? I thought they just came to come and take your land, take this or take that, without being anything there. That is how much the what do you call it? The establishments in Lagos are so shocked and surprised by what happened. So this evening, I am going to take you on what do you call it? On a media trip to let you see what people are actually saying. And as we speak, the police, the military, the people themselves, right? They are now communicating on what are we going to do now? Should we just face them right away, straight away, or what's going to happen? While others as well, the Tifnumbu people, right? They want to jail you, they want to keep it that way. So before 12 this evening, right? INEC may announce him as your president-elect. And that will likely be something that is irreversible, right? Because something will happen after that. I can smell it. And everything they've said about the interim national government, when the crisis starts, look at it this way. At first, they will tell you that they are losers, that are angry that they lost election. But as the days continue to count, you may not even do your governorship elections on the 11th as you are planning. That's how much this is, this is likely going to snowball into something more. You may not kind of feel it that way, I understand. But you will be lying to yourselves if you think everything is cool, calm in Nigeria right now. Now, you'll be lying to yourselves. Because the whole world will first start from the eastern Nigeria, where they did so much to cut them off the entire thing. But, I mean, when that failed, what they have done so far is to start writing figures. And when they release the result of Edo, now Edo people, they scream on social media like, 300,000 for Obi in Edo. Are these people actually for real? Kolu score 160 something thousand in Edo. So this is how everybody is going to start reacting from everywhere. They are already, recorded their protest in Rivers State. It was just like people so angry and raging and all of that stuff, right? I'm coming back.
In most areas, the election didn't start on time. And when it gets to around 4 p.m., the staffs of INEC said they want to close. And we still have thousands of persons that have not voted. And then in Thursday, there were no result sheets. They didn't come with result sheets. In Ward 5, in Okrika. Thank you, sir.
Is it true? Were you at the level of the... No, were you at the level of the polling unit? You don't receive any information from...
My collation officers at the various ward collations, they were there and they collected the results.
Are you aware of what happened at the level of the units?
Yes, because I asked.
That is not part of your responsibility.
Well, it's not part. But I was there because they collected, they came back, and there was no incident. Apart from the
what
fact
you can tell us is that you don't have any of these reports.
Okay.
But once you say that it means you are stepping your boundaries. And so I ask again, do you have reports from the polling units?
No reports.
That is what you should have said. All right? And so Labour Party is good you have made the observation, and please ensure you put your documents down. All right.
That's in Rivers State. Tell me about the institutionalized corruption. I told you something about their lecturers, the electoral officers in Nigeria. I said, all those electoral officers that are announcing results across Nigeria, all those states, they are lecturers that will be pretending to be illiterate because they are culpable. They have been paid as well. They are in on it. So in order to make all of this work well, when you are planning your rigging and you get the returning officer for the states, they are going to be the ones they will say they are collation of results. Una don't cast vote, Abi. Oh yeah, now. To you, see all of us, so we are so many here, we voted for this person. Person will count the votes. Count turn around and say, this is the number. Some of you will just go wide, like, Nalayo, we are, Lecturers are helping criminals, politicians, corrupt criminals to rig election. They help them to rig election. Only for them to, after the election, to start giving us a date that they are going to start strikes. We are going to go to an indefinite strike next month if the federal government does not answer us. So when they conduct elections, they have something called the situation reports. You will move to, the situation report is to write everything. Incident report. you must write everything that happened at every polling unit, and then you must report them. Because there are those things that will give the idea of if election actually happened or not. You know what happened in Rivers State now? So, but they didn't. And that is a crime, by the way. You see, when you go, normally, their law says if you go on and announce fake results, you have violated the law. Okay? And you will go to jail. But because if you want to know that Nigeria is a lawless place, all those things, Nigeria have laws for every crime on this earth, including the crimes that they are yet to commit in Nigeria. You won't believe it. Alone. Nigeria have laws for almost anything. But the politicians don't give a damn about any law. They are laws to themselves. You will see they will declare an election and say, they rigged that election. This person didn't win in court. And they will go to appeal. They'll say, the election was rigged. You didn't win. Or you leave the office for the person who won. And everybody will just read the headline in the newspapers. Hey, court said Banjo won. Honorable Banjo is the one that won. Not Honorable Baja. You get that? Nobody cares about anything afterward. The people that rigged the elections, those that announced the election, the result, the fake result, they committed crime. But guess what? In the next election, they will be employed again to work as electoral officers. That's Nigeria. That's how it works. That's how they do it. Then you will now see lecturers reading results like Yemi, my great-grandmother. She couldn't read, by the way. But I remember that when I was reading, what do you call it? Ade Obebo Lowo Bade Abigbade Obo Lowo Bade Oge Iru Obo Oba Ao Lo Obe Oba Ao Mugbade Lo Obe Oba. When I was a little boy, So when I will be reading them, Yemi, my great grandmother of blessed memory, she started understanding what I am reading by the images that are showing up, on each page. That's exactly how the Nigerian lecturers read their, I believe that's how they read their election results. They will say, Shebina, you write this. If you see all the election results, the result sheet, if you see how they mutilated them, you'll be wondering and say, how much Nigeria lele she country lele to your long. Lecturers rigging elections for criminals, only for them to be dying. When they retire, pension, they won't pay them. Salary, they won't pay them. So at the end of the day, they all became terrible human beings on different campuses, their schools. They are now those who are now transferring their frustration on many of you students. They say, you see, Mr. Agbabiaka, that man naive. I know pray make I have his course next semester. Next session. No. I don't. It's evil. Maybe because they know they pay them well, like the police. When you see some policemen harassing you, bullying you, as well as brutalizing you on the streets, they are just transferring their frustration, transferring their aggression that the system has, has forced on them, or they themselves actually have no choice. So that's exactly how evil people get to power, to come back and deal with everybody. It was on this street that we confirmed that if you are looking for the modern day Sinzu money, Bokwari, abracadabra, APC, Egbekegbe, remain the evil group that were able to scam every living thing and non-living thing in Nigeria. They scammed you, educated people. They scammed you, uneducated people. They scammed you, employed people. They scammed those of you unemployed. They scammed those of you who have businesses, independent. They have those of you who are managing businesses. They scammed you. They scammed Christians. They scammed Muslims. They scammed Babalawo, scammed Mamalawo, defrauded Brother Lawo. Every Lawo that you see everywhere, the witches and wizards, they scammed them. I mean, I witnessed that. The witches and wizards, they endorsed Bokwari because they said in their coven, around that time, now Bokwari go fix Nigeria. Coven, no. The prostitutes in Nigeria, the Prostitute Association of Nigeria. Of course, there's something like that. You don't know. Now, I want to share one association. The Prostitute Association of Nigeria, they declared free, what did they call them? Because of Bokwari winning. I yet it done now. Like, what else do we want again? Change. It takes 6 months before everybody started crying. The first 1 year, a lot of people who joined the change wagon, they were regretting. By the time Bokwari will finish his 4 years, they don't get strength. Many of them, they don't get strength anymore to challenge him or stop him. Because some of them have already japa. Now change they ask for. Their uncles and aunties abroad who told them, once Bokwari become president, I am coming back to Nigeria. I don't want to live abroad anymore. I know Nigeria is going to be a great country. The progressives are going to change. I mean, I remember all those times, man. Come on. We all remember, don't we? We remember. Only for the Buhari Dioti, Buhari Dins, Buhari Dideris, the Lagos Abobakus and their families, the old Sai barbarians. Only for them to start looking for, I beg, Baba, I hear say na school they go now. I hear say na nursing they go now. Japa here, Japa there. That was how Japa became the boss word in Nigeria. Japa is the escape, or let me say, the escapism scheme that those who were shouting change in 2015. The escaping route was Japa after change. Now from abroad, some of them are hearing about next level, okay. Along with Sheo, thank you, God. I know they there again. No, Amy. Share you guys. People who run away. They were saying they were praying. They were thanking God. Some of you ran away between 2015 and 20 and last year. So many of you are graduate. You don't get your first. Some of you even get masters. Only for you to say, I want to go and get second masters abroad. Baba, na engineering you study, Abi. What do you can't do with studying baking masters? I'm doing a cutlery baking in my masters. Baba, na your own japa arrangement be that. No be so? A majority of them ran away. Now from abroad, in 2019, they were reading about next level. I remember then I said, in my life, since they born me, if you are playing a game, and you get to the end of that game, okay, then you will have to go to another level, next level. Yeah? And from my own experience, next level in anything is expected to be tougher than the first level. I said it is not next level, oh, it is next devil. You are being taken to a place where you have no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, it didn't take long as well. They increased the japa like never before. It got to a stage, there is a university here in the UK. Brother, if you go, I'm going to go and look for the name, or I won't go look for the name. There is a university here in the UK, or a college. 90% of their students, new intake, in the last 2 years, they have been Nigerians. When they were releasing names of those who have graduated, I'll be waiting. Those who are doing convocation, I don't know. Baba, it was like Nigeria University in the UK. Everybody to Jack Parodano. University of Hull. God bless you. Go on to University of Hull and go. You will think say na the Obafemi Awolowo University Hall, Ile-Ife. You will think say na there you dey. Everybody, Cyprus, Indonesia, China, South Korea. Kí ló dé? Kí lẹ̀ ń kà? Kí ló ń kà? I'm going there to go and there. They didn't stop there. Last 7.5 years, I've seen the never seen before mass migration of medical practitioners in Nigeria. Japa. UK. Here, the NHS in the UK have been struggling for years now. I don't know, see, healthcare at get level. But when I remember seeing Nigeria come from, sometimes I don't get liver to complain. NHS in the UK, because NHS no they pay that much anymore compared to the work people are putting into it. And when you come to our NHS here, you feel meet your lost auntie. Your auntie, we know they call home again. We don't abandon love you, wearies, with your wearies there in Nigeria. She know associate with you. Go meet her. If you come UK, you go meet her for the waiting room. She's a senior midwife somewhere, or she's a specialist of something somewhere. Very, very experienced, Nigerian medical practitioners here in the UK. We grabbed about, so far so good. The UK government has given more than 10,000 medical practitioners from Nigeria, nurses or doctors and the rest, to retrain them. Guess what? They were giving them the life that Nigeria would never give them with these rogues in charge. 7.5 years. In 7.5 years of APC, the Japa industry affected the teaching industry in Nigeria too. In fact, they were announcing in Nigeria, are you a teacher? Do you want to go to the UK to be a teacher in the UK? You know why? The teachers in the UK are leaving UK too. There's so much here going on, I don't have to tell you everything, but there is a lot where people will be like, no. How come life is becoming like this here in this country? When we can actually have a better life somewhere else, they are moving away. And therefore, many people will remain. They are complaining of being underpaid because of the work they are doing. It's like you are in a school, right? And you used to be teachers of different discipline, taking care of these children with special needs here and there. And you are, for example, let's say you have 20 teaching staffs and you have 50 non-teaching staffs. I'm just saying, right? And suddenly, you only have about 11 teaching staffs. 9 have left teaching in the UK. So they came to Nigeria. You go UK? You won't go? This website, go there. They look for teachers. They say they won't get at least 30,000 teachers from Nigeria. Bring them to the UK. Give them visa. Okay? And let them have the taste of what it is like. Yeah, now this one with the UK here. We say them born them here. They know what life is here. And the rest of that, yeah? And they are complaining. Because of Bokuwari, those who are supposed to be attending to you medically in Nigeria, they are looking for the way out to get out of there. Because imagine doctor that is now begging family members for money. Is not being paid. Even when he is paid, the inflation that their system, their political, their government has caused has already destroyed the money before he gets paid at all. A lot of people who are like supposed to be living a better standard life, they have ended up living as wretched. Therefore, they are ready for hire. So then they can work as electoral officers. They can work as a tech expert to help rig the system in a way, doing themselves too. In Rivers State, this one's no grace. Won't be our vote and they announce so. No.
You can see the women telling the INEC that they cannot be so away. They can never be so away because their vote is their power. Their vote is their right. They have cheated them. They refuse to cast their vote for them. So for now, they are telling the INEC and the people of Rivers State that they should vote for their aid. The right thing should be done. Their vote should be cast. All the letters should be cancelled. That is
people want to escape from the hands of APC. Egbekegbe. APC, like magnet, are saying, you know, you are not going anywhere. This marriage is, in fact, just starting. This lovey-dovey is just starting, right? You're not going anywhere. We are suffering. Yeah, Fulani terrorists are killing us. We don't want this. Those are the people we robbed for Kolu. I just thought I should tell you. Rivers State, those are the people we robbed. You have seen videos, you have seen pictures, you have seen reports of what happened in Rivers State, but INEC is going to announce the result anyway with a weakest result. Now, you see those women, men, those are the ones who actually went out to say, believing that they could use election to chase their oppressors. But the oppressors are like, hold my beer, you are going nowhere. Do you now see when I said it is brewing, it is cooking? Don't think this is like a normal rigging. That's what I'm sensing. Or maybe I am wrong. Or maybe I am right. What if I am right? What if you wake up tomorrow morning, Ekiti is already protesting as well? Have you been told? Have you heard that? There is already ongoing protest in Ekiti, rejecting the results that they announced for Kolu. You're going to begin to see them here and there. Then you're going to begin to see videos of soldiers moving mad again, positioning themselves, pretending to tell you that if you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. But they will need a lot of soldiers. Trust me. Because the whole thing will start springing up. As we speak, the whole thing will start springing up here and there. And then it's like, boom, like that. You better start buying food, stockpiling food and water. I'm saying this so because, Mayegun, shut up your mouth. The people tell me that all the time. That's fine, but I won't shut up. You know I've never shut up, right? Because you are also going to be a victim too when the whole thing goes down. Trust me, you're going to be. I mean, you watch out. At the end of the day, you realize that I actually care for you, even if you don't care for yourselves. What if I am right? Nothing go happen. Mayegun gbagbe. Wait till they worry this one. Waiting go happen. We don't beat them. Make them go learn. You, this guy, we sit down for Scotland, they talk nonsense. Okay, fine. But what if I am right? What if you are likely not going to sleep in your home? When this whole thing goes down? What if you have to start running too? And this time you're not running from the people you think the soldiers will crush, but you are running from the soldiers too. You are running from the police. Because this time around, all of una na shooting range. They go just see all of una say, oh yeah, shooting range. They will not ask you if you supported the APC. If you are APC or PDP, you are enemy of state when they enter your street. That's how they do it. No be so? I hope you are very so. And don't use that word incitement. You have already ignited something that is, you know, if it should go down, along, but they will shut down your internet. You will not be able to use internet per se. In Nigeria, no, what they call, they will shut down social media rather. They will shut down your social media. They will jam your internet network. The rest of the world will be struggling to know what is going on in Nigeria. That revolution that they told you will never happen or succeed in Nigeria, is about to happen. No. Nothing will happen, Mayegun. But what if I am right? Like, can you just think it for once and say, what if he's right? What if they are unable to crush them? What if this gets so beyond the hands of everybody that a coup takes place? What if they have to say, okay, for the peace sake, finally, you know something, stop all the elections, right? Let us appoint interim national, you know that stuff. What if I am right? I get that, okay, because I'm asking you this, right? And if you're asking me back that, what if you are wrong, Mayegun? Then, just then, maybe, I can actually go to bed and sleep nice. You know why? Even though with what I am saying, in my mind, in my own heart of hearts, I actually don't want to see them happen. I don't want to see them happen. The violence that is brewing, the bloodshed that is about to happen, the destruction, that is about to happen. I don't want them to happen. I am not the architect of that. The greedy, selfish people who want to upturn the will of the people have put this on themselves. So I actually hope that I am wrong. Do you understand? In this particular one, with what I have sensed or what I am sensing, and with what I know, if they should push it and go ahead with it, trust me, if you say, Mayegun, okay, what if you are wrong? I'll say, well, that would be nice. Probably you'll find another way to settle your charade. But with what I am saying, there is no any way. You are all playing to the scripts that Bokwari wrote. You are playing to the script exactly as they want it to be. The southern Nigeria will face themselves in a serious mortal combat. And they will watch you from distance. And they will prefer solution by saying, you, okay, go to hell. We don't need all of you again. Let's get another set of people. And by so doing, you will actually get to understand Nigeria better. And at the same time, you'll be able to understand the question I keep asking. Do you have a plan B when you get rigged out? Now I am hearing rigging, everywhere, rigging. What is next? Courts. Okay. Good luck with that. I am going to go make myself a cup of tea. And I'm going to come back and take calls, okay? And, as usual, I would love to hear from some of you right now. Just tell us, what is the mood in your area? What does it look like? The silence, the quietness, or something more? Please like this video, like this broadcast, and then share it. Subscribe if you haven't. When I get back, I'll take calls. And usual, it is always WhatsApp call. It's on your screen. Save the number and punch the send. When I get back, I'll take calls, okay? Don't go anywhere. Sorry, guys. Hello there. Baba, thank you so much for your
Hello,
patience.
sir.
Oh, you sit there.
Hi, it's Jide again you spoke to me 2 nights ago from London.
Beautiful, Baba. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
You
I've
are
just been
following
following.
all of this, aren't you?
Man, even my business, because I'm a professional trader. I've not even been trading for days now. I've just been, I don't know where to start. All the groups, all the WhatsApp group is on fire. All the Agbadorians are just being ridiculous. I don't know whether it's what is a virus that have eaten into their sense of reasoning. They're just ridiculous. Anyway, what I'm going to say, I'm not going to take much of your time because I know a lot of people want to call in and speak. I know that. Okay, we're calling for revolution. How many people are ready to go back home now? If it gets down now, dirty. How many people are ready to buy their tickets from Europe, from America, and go down and carry the arms, just like in Ukraine?
Mm-hmm.
How many people are ready? So if you're not ready for a revolution, or if you don't know the meaning of revolution, please don't use that word. Yeah, don't use that word revolution. And I want to use this opportunity to address all the IPOB warriors on this platform. This is not the IPOB. This is Temple of Truth.
It is.
We're not here to promote anybody. If I personally have some connection with the Igbos, okay? Right. I do not believe in IPOB. I believe in Nnamdi Kanu. When he gets there, if he ever gets Biafra, he will turn to a tyrant, even worse than Nigeria. That is why a lot of well-meaning Igbos will not follow IPOB. So I just felt I should just stick that in.
What happened is that there are some unscrupulous, overzealous elements within the group.
Exactly.
Okay, but I tend to be very. I mean, I kind of love to be on the side of the intelligent ones who actually speak. All right, not the ones that always throw words around and abuse people and say things. Okay, but I will ask that every one of us should understand the difference between them. There are lousy ones that mostly don't even understand the concept of a self-determination, other than to say, let us go there and do this. You know what I mean? So I will appeal for calm when you are seeing those guys, those kind of guys on my platform. Okay, I just have a way of dealing with them, balancing.
And it's so interesting that the report now coming from Ekiti. You must have gotten that video, but I've sent it to you anyway.
Right. Tell me.
I've sent it to you. I've dropped that video for you so you can check it out later. And the other video, the one I'm talking about, is playing out nicely.
Which of them? Okay, no, that's not the one from Ekiti. That one is from Oshun. After the tribunal, after the tribunal judgment that says Tinubu's cousin Oletola is the real winner. So the women and men, they just bombarded everywhere in Oshogbo, shouting ole, they want to see, you know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
There's another protest in Ekiti, which I didn't lay my hands on the video before the studio time, but trust me, they will always show up when I get it.
Yeah, if I do lay my hand, I'll drop it to you.
Please.
But the video I'm talking about is about that guy, that man of God, that unknown guy. He came out, he said he's an obedient. He did not deny he's an obedient, and he said this is how it's going to play out, and it's played out nicely. Guess what?
Yeah.
The APC people now are threatening him. They are threatening his life. He did not even turn up to church. He had to preach from unknown location this Sunday.
Wow.
But he came up this evening to do a broadcast, which I will drop for you. I want you to watch it too. I'm going to drop that for you as well. But it's all good. What I'm just going to say, everybody, let us just stick together and drive out all these bald heads out of town, according to Bob Marley. Let us just drive them out.
It is brewing, Baba. Your question about if people will return home, I am going to tell you that I'm actually positive. I was so surprised at the number of people who returned home for this year election. I'm so surprised. I won't lie to you. I just never really mentioned much of it. A lot of people actually bought tickets to go and participate in that election. Many of them are still in Nigeria right now, raging. All of that. If the thing explodes, right? Trust me, that kind of interest that will make you grab your card, buy a ticket.
I I never knew. This is the first time in the UK. I mean, you're in the UK. This is the first time people are just sticking together and they're speaking one voice. A lot of people are collating evidences to forward to even to the United Nations, which I'm a part of that group, to forward evidences to United Nations that this cannot be. So
thank you so much, Baba. Let me take pressure because of our time. Yeah.
Okay, go.
It's all unraveling before our very eyes, okay? And I know a lot of people are interested, are also involved in what is going on to counter them from behind. My own is to report things that people should know. Sure, you get all the best,
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Baba.
Take care.
You too. I've got another caller, and this caller is Ken, my friend.
Yeah. I'm fine, and you?
Well, I'm very well. Thanks for calling. You're lucky tonight. I saw last night that you did try, but it just didn't come through.
I like, the people in the temple of truth, they are at war. Nobody wants
mental.
To fight.
It is mental down here, Baba, honestly.
Yeah, Bible, let me go straight to the point. So, as we have all predicted in the temple of truth, it is coming to reality, just exactly we've been predicting for months how this charade election was going to play out. Yes. And as you can see, that for the very first time, APC lost Lagos State. How, in spite of everything they threw into the kitchen sink, everything came down to what we just saw. Even though we know that a lot of people were disenfranchised, a lot of things happened. We saw it. We all saw the video.
We saw the rigging. Everybody saw it and screamed.
Exactly. So, despite that, I think I'm not sure, but I can be quoted based on my experience. I think there's a lot of panic mode going on now with the March 11th election coming up with the governorship. Because I'll be very surprised that they are not in panic mode now as I speak. I will be very surprised.
They are calling for interaction now. Okay? Why their thugs are still threatening people as we speak, yeah? But they are calling for interaction. And guess those who are organizing it? Some of the Igbo businessmen in Lagos. You know, if you take politics out of Lagos, no be everybody they work together.
Yes.
Is it not just like a normal community where everyone actually works, contributing? Is that not how it is? Those companies that are paying taxes in Lagos, owned by Igbos and non-Yorubas alike, they pay into the same pot, Abi? But they are thugs that they refuse to train or educate or empower in a way are not seeing all of that. So there are some Igbos businessmen and Yoruba politicians who are organizing a quick reconciliation about don't do this to us, so we can't lose Lagos. Go on.
And again, Mayogu, you can see that just like you've been saying it from the beginning, Yoruba nation, Biafra nation, all those things. You can see the whole thing is now coming into a triangular formation now.
At least
with what is going on, the implosion is just beginning. It's really, really beginning now.
That's why I said that I kind of hope I am wrong for what I am saying. People say, Mayegun, you predicted, you have said a lot about this. We have all said it even before now. We have been saying all of these things and they are now happening. Now, I am telling you that what I am saying right now is not something that I have told you before. It is something that is scary and it is bloody. And I just pray that I am wrong so that it doesn't happen.
Michael, as much as I hate to want to support that you could be wrong or not, guess what? The truth is that I am feeling the same way. I am strongly myself feeling the same way because if we all watch what we are witnessing in this election that just passed clearly tells you everything you need to know. If you watch from the southwest, you see everybody sticks their gun to who they stand for.
Who they wanted.
In the east, the same thing. applicable. It clearly tells you that, hey, guess what? This marriage arrangement is not working.
No.
It cannot work. Everybody needs to go on their own and develop at their own pace. You know, forcing this marriage is not working. And the election itself clearly spells it out.
Like you wanted to validate another 4 years of division, of poverty, of what APC actually represent, fraud. You actually think people can take that, and Nigeria can actually and you want to do that with this brazen violation of your own law. Baba, people said, Mayegun, don't say you don't want me. What do you mean, Mayegun? How can you say that you pray that you are wrong? We want it to happen. Some of you don't have an idea. We can say things, but they say we should be very careful of what we wish for, because if it starts, our loved ones too, they will be victims. We'll be lucky if they ended up as refugee camps, or you know what I mean, manage to get out of the place before it gets to them. We'll be lucky. There will be those that won't be lucky, and those that won't be lucky, right? They probably have no idea what I'm talking about right now. That's why I said, see, that I hope or wish doesn't mean it's going to either avert it or make it happen. I just wish that something will happen that will make them stop what they're about to do. Because if they go ahead with what they're about to do, and with what I am seeing, even me, I'll be affected. Trust me. Abba?
Yeah. And you know, my book, more also the last point is that this election, like we all know, is going to come and go.
Yes, now.
And there are the other ones that are going to go. My fear is what I don't know. I don't know now, but what I don't know is that I don't know what is going to happen in the next 24 to 72 hours from now.
I can tell you, Ken. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
What will happen from tomorrow is that you'll begin to see protests from states. First, they will start from the fringes, okay? Outside state capitals, then state capitals. Then they will start spreading. You hear that, they are doing this so and so in Rivers. So police and the police and the military are clashing with the protesters. Then before you know it, they will start killing people. You start hearing that they've shot and killed. And you see the people they will kill. They are the people that are going to be the first responders. Now, when this starts, social media, it will spread so fast that it will trigger others from every other places. That's how it's going to start. And in the next 24 hours, you'll begin to see the symptoms of it. Okay? They may just drop a little legal lacuna into it by just getting one judgment from any high court in any part of Nigeria that the election must stop. Now, here are the two things or two parts that will respond. If they stop this announcement, Tifnumbu and gang, they will mobilize their people to reject that order. Meanwhile, what they have done already, that is already brewing this anger and all of that, that too will be, that one too will be actually like pouring in their own protesting troops. So it will just be like the whole country. Nobody go feel explain. Say, okay, what should we do? Go sing. What do you think we should? You know what I mean? They are headed there. But again, I have my reason for saying I wish and I hope I am wrong. Because none of that favors anybody. None.
Okay. Well, but on my own final note is that like you said, Mayegu, they are actually those army people you saw.
The what? Sorry, Ken. Oh, I think I've lost him. Sorry, that's a network one there. I'll take another call. Hello there. I actually want to hear from people from Nigeria to tell us how it is. But it seems that a lot of you in the diaspora are so concerned. Don't tell me that. Hello, Baba.
Hello, this is Joe. Houston.
Hey, Sir Akinola. How are you?
I'm fine.
And how is our people there in Houston?
I know. I'm sure they are digesting. I don't want to call you general tonight. I want to call you prophet, more or less.
Thank you, sir.
So,
go on.
Like the song says, they don't cast. Last, everybody
go chop breakfast. Pastor Rugani, eh? Let's hear from him. He said, you don't cast. Last.
Now,
yeah. Now everybody go chop breakfast. Where is he? Hang on. Yeah.
You don't cast. Last. Everybody go chop breakfast.
Sir, Kinola, sir.
So, I hate to admit to my obedient friends today that we kind of like mention on the temple of the truth that these are efforts in futility. People may be rejecting the result. Have there been any clean election apart from the June 12th election in Nigeria? I don't think there have been any clean election in Nigeria history. Was there no Bolivar in the last election? So, yeah, this is fact. Anybody who wants to be deceiving themselves may say, "Oh, this should have been different. They should have done it this way. They should have done it that way." I like the point one of the guys mentioned about triangularization of Nigeria. In essence, it is high time we go back to our country. Nigeria is a fraud. This country is a fraud. There's nothing like this.
And you know one thing, sir, every day, you see that statement you made, every day, Nigeria continue to confirm it that it is true, that Nigeria is a fraud. I mean, you would want something to at least show up and be like, oh, you were wrong, I say you were wrong. So we didn't actually understand the system. No, it's not Nigeria's system. We understand it perfectly well. And it doesn't surprise anyone except those who want to be, who set themselves up to be surprised. Sure, you get. We know where this is going to end, and it's headed here right now. Go on.
You look at places like this, just for the argument's sake.
I'm with you. Please go on, hello there. What's going on with my network? Oh, yes. I'll take somebody else's then. Hello.
Hello, Maye.
Baba, how are you?
I'm fine.
How are you? You can tell, Abi. Robert. Come online. So you gonna shake base so you camera by. I got to well, you fashion parade. So by Joju Milowa won't be well, this is it too. Others are here to hear what I have to say. But trust me, you actually guess right. But go on, Baba.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Only 2 or 3 things, which is very, very important. Firstly, election into law. The right not to declare honestly, want to declare winning. You don't actually go to translation. We're head of states. Meeting. They don't want Tinubu to be there. Yeah, most you see all the pastors, they'll be coming out now and they're saying some certain things. But how do we save our people? Let's go back to these our things that we're doing. How do we save our people? I think I spoke to the other guy the other time. Report.
Oh yeah.
So our community too, rural community we still want which means about mass. I want to go back so that I only my program with my Nigeria. Let's see how we can come up with our people.
Our own
our own idea. Don't waste the time of our people. They have concluded. Okay, we pay relation.
Well, my diary political. I will always cover everything I want to cover. You know that now. Sure, you get. So whatever I do, yeah, you know, we're also on the band shape Yoruba, it's just on the side. You know, you should all know that by now. Sure, you get. and I always create time to make sure that everybody can, man, create time. Let's make sure everybody will call at a time or will come together, deal with what we want to deal with, and I do my own thing. Sure, you get. Or I mean.
Yes, more understanding. So
when the election is over, just to make you understand better, Baba, just to make you understand better, yeah. When their election and the whole thing, right, is truly over. If their revolution starts, I'm going to dedicate 24 hours covering it as usual. That's me. You know why?
I know.
Because there's so many people who rely on what I have to show them or say to them every day. And there are those who actually says it helps them to understand or navigate.
Yes.
So I would remember what you said, and trust me, there are people to work on that too.
Program tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀sọ̀ kan níbi program yẹn tí mo gbọ́ nípa àwọn tó wà ní community tí mo gbọ́ ní tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí máyégún orí bíbá ẹ̀mọ́ ti lè mọ ọgbọ́n kankan ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti ní program tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe fún wọn so that they can be looking àwọn náà lè kó àwọn ọjọ́ in group so that they can be seeing what is going on but láti lè mọ fi bí báyẹn sì kò sí náà tó máa fẹ́ ṣe kankan tábà ní solar lè fail nítòkójò.
Biogas, or the what do you call it, Agbado and the rest of them, right?
We call it biogas, we call it biomass.
Or biomass.
Rice ox, rice, 10 kg. One run generator for 6 hours, 7 hours. Match the system one day. They can able to maybe generate platform to fetch everybody mama will next thing because you
at least that makes a lot of sense, Baba, and I'm so happy that you are bringing that up. But I want Baba
I'm bringing that one up.
Hang on. There are a lot of people meeting on Boyoba. So okay. I won't mind to me mix it, or we can have this conversation some other time, not during this program, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let me just try to maybe.
It's all right, yeah. Just for the sake, yeah. If you can mix them together, I don't mind. But sometimes, right, 2 minutes, can be a hell. If you and I continue to talk like that, 2 minutes of that talking can be a hell for some people there. They'll just be like, I don't even understand.
They won't really understand. So what we are trying to I'm trying to say message is just maybe we have some villages in Nigeria, which is rural villages that they don't have light. Yes. Then they don't have access to this light. Then using solar now, we are going to rain season now. Then there's a lot of people that would want to be using my own life. Right. You understand? So for them to tune into this system, for them to really know what is really happening, it's not everybody have access to internet in Nigeria. It's not everybody has access to a lot of information, just like money. So for people, a lot of people to really know what is going on, to capture their mind, we need to do some certain things, which is Mayego is doing extra honorary work on it. But how do we maybe to support? Me personally, I'm fed up of Nigeria. I'm just thinking of maybe people in Nigeria that I can really try to train to put this knowledge to. So if we need to come down to your place also.
Do you want me to tell you something, right? As part of the Yoruba Union ongoing program, behind the scene, which they haven't really matured enough for me to see them in public, right? Our members have actually made provision for... you know what I mean?
Mr.
Sir.
Let's try to talk it, because there are some people, you know more than this. They are tracking all this conversation. So
anyway, just to reassure you, just to reassure you, based on what you are saying, I love what you just said. I mean, not just generating electricity to watch Mayegu. If they can generate electricity through the biomass that can last for 6 hours, some small scale businesses in Yoruba land, some small scale industries in Yoruba land can tap into it. And we can sponsor that to take that to them. But I was going to tell you that we had this ongoing project. Okay, we call it community global meeting. Okay, or say community global meeting. So to say, that is, our members have sent to Nigeria right now as I'm talking to you over 15 projectors. The purpose is to make sure that we send all these projectors as well as all other equipments to help, right? Send them to all the communities, and we intend to get as much as 2,000 projectors, right? This is just to serve as a community viewing center where our own representatives in all these communities across Yoruba land, right? They will take possession of all this equipment, and whenever Mayegu is live, or whenever that we're having our global world view, they will be watching all of this across Yoruba land. So there's something like that.
Then I will still give them how they can be getting organic fertilizer. A normal training for them, so that if they are doing their farming production, they don't need to be importing this organic, this NPK fertilizer. How can we do maybe voucher fertilizer, which is very effective?
Man, I actually love all you are saying, Baba. I have to say, look at that idea you just mentioned now. Look at that idea you just mentioned now, right? There is a plan. We're about to get to the rainy season in Nigeria now. Yeah. So there is a plan where people have given us over 40 acres of land that we could use them for farming. You see that your idea, right? There are many of them that can actually be practicalized on our own farms. You know what I mean? Generate electricity, do our own fertilizers. You know what I mean?
Our own farm,
and we can then extend this to other people in Yoruba land, farmers and the rest. I love what you are saying. Let's talk. You see, Baba, please, can you go on that Telegram? Can you, please? Or are you there already?
I've tried to download the Telegram. I talked to one of your people they say they're around Lekki side.
Yeah.
Then I promised from around that place I will try to see them.
Good.
So that they can able to link me to. You understand?
Now, you know what you're going to do, right? I want you to download the Telegram app. Sign up on it. It's going to ask you. You do. You do have it, yeah?
Yes.
So that means you have the account there, right? Now, I want you to go to the comment section. Somebody is going to post the link. If you are watching on YouTube or Facebook, right? Somebody's going to post the link to the Telegram. You're on Facebook, Abi? Somebody's going to post the link.
Yeah, YouTube.
Oh, you're on YouTube. Okay. Now on YouTube, right? Somebody's going to post the link to the Telegram in the YouTube. Okay. Please click on it. Since you already have the app in the comments, you will see it as a link. Click it. It will take you away from YouTube quickly and take you into the Yoruba Union Telegram group. We can exchange all these ideas there. And trust me, we don't joke with any idea. Even though we may not have all the resources to execute them, but we are documenting them because if they are good for us, then it will be good for Yoruba land. So, Baba, I will appreciate to speak to you in that on that platform. Okay, so thank you so much. All right, thank you very much for saying this. Okay, Baba, thank you so much. Now let me take another call. I have here. Oh, that person will be raging. Imagine you've been trying all this while, then your call came through, only for you to drop right away. It will be so annoying. All right. Hello there.
My one name.
How are you?
My good evening. Long time.
Good evening to you. It's been a while. How is everything, by the way?
I'm fine, and your family, madam and the baby?
We thank God we are surviving. All right? And thank you for asking.
Amen. Amen.
Thanks, man.
Well, my good, I didn't come to waste much of your time. There is no delay in here. The truth of the matter is, I'm sorry to say this. Once I will disappoint you by telling you that, Mayegu, if you study Nigeria very well, if you study our citizens, our brothers and sisters back home, they have so much been subjugated to the extent of they are the real fear themselves. What am I trying to tell you? Even if they announce Tinubu the winner, Atiku winner, anybody they like, let them have in Nigeria. Mark my word, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Pen it down today. I said it. Nothing will happen because if Nigeria were to be other countries, like Kenya, Rwanda, the East African countries, revolution has gotten the opportunity to try twice in Nigeria, or more than twice. There are a lot of things that are happening in Nigeria that is supposed to attract a revolution. That those things cannot even happen in this Eastern African countries I've just told you, or anywhere in the world that will not have problem. And yet nothing is happening. You see, the NSAS shooting was enough power to trigger revolution in Nigeria. When they had gunshots and they saw the military men, they all ran back to their holes. It did not happen. If revolution could not happen during that NSAS crisis, if revolution did not happen when Mazen Nandekano was brought back, kidnapped, renditioned from Kenya, if revolution did not happen when Abiola was denied his rightful mandate, if revolution did not happen when Boko Haram kidnapped the Chibok girls